What's up, my artistic enchiladas? Today I have another plushie showcase. It's not a puppet this time, but this is the Plasma Pea from Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 1 and 2. So, as you guys can see, first of all, if you guys haven't seen the previous Plants vs. Zombies episode, that was my previous upload, go watch it. It's a cool video. I think it's funny, and it's a good balance of stuff you would like to see in plush videos. Yeah. But I finally got around to making him. It took me it doesn't take that long to make plants because they're just really simple. But yeah, this guy was actually pretty cool to make, and I honestly didn't know what other pea shooter that could be a perfect contender. So first of all, there's a little backstory behind these. So around like a couple of years ago, I made a poll on YouTube that had I listed 4 variants from each class in Garden Warfare 2 because that's where all the classes were in, except for a few. Actually, no, they're all in it. Anyways, basically, in it, I listed 4 characters from 4 variants from each class, and I said, which one do you want me to make into a plushie? And so the first one that was voted for was Pea Shooter, and he was the last one I made. Well, actually, technically the last one I need to make is a Welder, which I will make pretty soon actually, because I need him for the season finale of season 2. But anyways, so yeah, it took me this long to finally make him. So for those who actually voted on those, I hope you can still remember that. I still have all the variants made still. And I'm planning on doing another Plants vs. Zombies plush collection eventually, but I need to make the welder first because, yeah, basically all I did was just add 1 plush to the collection. Oh, actually 2, but you see, she's a little watermelon pole over there. Adrian gave it to me. Thank you, buddy, if you're watching this. How do I zoom out? Okay, anyways, so yeah, like I said, I finally got around to making Plasma Pea. Now, I don't. Okay. So I never really reviewed my actual, my original pea shooter plush. So, or the classic one. So I guess I could really just go into detail on how I made stuff. So, on the head, it's basically I don't know how to describe it. Like a bean shape. It's basically just a bean shape. It has 3 layers of materials that are sewn together to make like a dome. And then it made this head shape. Now with the original pea shooter, I actually had the leaves folded like this to make it look like that. But I actually glued these 2 together, and that way it can actually imitate actual leaves moving to make them look more fluid. And I'm actually really proud of the face, or the glow effect. It's not the best of pull off effect, but I think it looks decent. And the eyebrows, they might not be too noticeable. They're more noticeable on camera if I'm being honest. But yeah, and then the pea pods. Okay, I kind of am not a big fan of this plush for one reason, is because of the color. Now I know I could add some more detail to make it stand out better, but it's because Plasma Pea is just one simple color, except for the changes of color on his face. There's not really a lot about him that's different. But yeah, he still looks good, and can't complain. Oh, and his arms are pipe cleaners. I basically just got pipe cleaners and I put hot glue around them. There's a little seam right there. I'm not very clean with this stuff, so there's a little booger spot right there on his shoulder, if you can call it that. And then his pea pods are kind of cheap. They're like the pipe cleaner's in there, and then it's loose, kind of. And right there, and that's just his leaves. Yeah. I don't know why I do this, but I sew the leaves in this shape, and then I fold them together to make them look like this. And so that's how it turned out. Because like I said, because of the base color, it's I can't really talk about much with this guy. It's annoying because I really do, but because of his simplification, that's why I have two things I want to show you guys. So here's one last look at Plasma P. Okay, so with him out of the way, okay, so here is updated Super Brainz. So, hang on, I'm gonna sit him down. Okay, so first of all, you guys did not see him in the video in the most recent episode because I forgot him at my house, which sucks. So, yeah, that's he was kind of important to the episode, so I kind of felt upset. But I had to come up with something on why he wouldn't be in the episode. It always happens when I go over to Adrian's, because like we always film the episodes at Adrian's house, and if I forget a character, I can't go back and get him because I don't know how to drive. Oh wait, okay, I want to know how to drive, and believe me, if I did, I would drive all the way back to my house just to grab Super Brainz and then go back. Most likely, I don't know. I will leave all my plushies there and everything. But yeah, okay, so let me just go into details. So right off the bat, his face looks a lot better. His mouth isn't gaping wide open. He kind of has a smile now. If you guys look at how he used to look, it was hideous. His mouth was just ugly. Oh, don't look at me like that. Anyways, his hair actually isn't too. It's hard to see. It's kind of small, but it looks bigger in the game. I don't know, but it looks decent to me. I like it. Even though Super Brainz is probably my least favorite character in all the Plants vs. Zombies, I still think like basic. Okay, my favorite version of Super Brainz was probably like the default version in Battle for Neighborville. So like I will give the exception that version of him is actually the best version, because honestly it's fair, and it makes me not want to punch my eyeballs out because this guy is too OP. Because he has those big broad muscles that I gave him. That's all he has for muscles though. And then this is the only zombie plush that actually has fingers. Every other zombie plush does not have fingers, I think. I don't know. One of them probably does. I don't know. I think it's just Super Brainz. I tried to make them look like fists. I don't know how much I pulled that off well. He basically just has a big old ball right there on his freaking finger. Okay, so yeah, I didn't really do a whole lot with his cape, but it's still the same. And then, okay, probably my favorite thing with him is his foot. Because originally it just looked like a sock. But it actually was just his whole, like, leg was exposed. And, like, his foot. And, like, okay, because originally his foot just looked like a sock. Which is not what it is at all. And it actually wasn't even the same material. It was actually just, like, soft material. But I sewed it inside out to have another layer, because I ran out of gray when I made him at first. But yeah, I like this. It actually is made out of pipe cleaner. It's a little weak to make him stand on, but actually I think it's just because of his waist. It's like doesn't have a lot of stuffing in it. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, Super Brainz. You skip leg day. That's just a fact. Like you work on your upper body way too much. So yeah, I really like this. How he turned out. It makes me upset that probably one of my best looking zombie plushies is a character that I really don't like. So yeah. Alright. Now let's move on to the Z-Mech. Now, okay, the Z-Mech is probably the one that has changed a lot over the time. And honestly, even with him pretty much, I think, reaching his final form, it's still not perfect. There are still some... Okay, well, actually, there are some details I forgot to add. Like, from day one, I still haven't not add those sirens on the top of it, which I need to get onto. And he actually has like a crank on the back, but again, I haven't added that either. It also has some more detail. Okay, there's a lot of detail I forgot to add on him. But, yeah. So, the reason why I changed him is because... I don't know, I just, like, every single time I looked at him, I was like, he's missing so much detail, which he was. And especially on his gun, which I finally got around to updating. And I remember I showed Adrian, he didn't notice the gun at first until I pointed it out, and he was like, oh, wow, it looks so good. And then, yeah, we used them. And, this is actually kind of a lazy effect. So, in the game, these open up, and then the missiles come out. Or the missiles. And then they start hitting everybody. But it's not that bad. I think it looks decent for what it does. And I don't know what this is. It's just a detail. And originally with this, it actually had Velcro to hold it open. But now there's actually nothing. Okay, there's still Velcro right there, but it actually doesn't hold it in place because of the hot glue. It's like it folds right back into place. But also, as you can see on camera, it's definitely a different orange. Actually, I can see it right now. That's a different orange. But yeah, can't really fix that. His shoulders are toned down. Actually, he doesn't have those like that weird like dip right here in the middle anymore. It's actually open. It's actually like hilled now, so that's good. His arm, or this part of the arm, is now both his forearm, or the forearm, because it's not have a gender. Well, now it does, but I'll get into that. And then I actually gave it. I just went over that. I gave it a proper hand. Yeah. And then I gave it knee pads and toes. There's just the details I added to it that weren't there before. And also, little detail for the Z-Mech, for at least the new ones, that there actually are controls in there that I added them just because. And basically, Im's guns, they also turn into joysticks, so that's what that is. So, like, the blue button right there, let's say that just does the missiles. That, the yellow one, that probably can just do the stomp or something. Or, I don't know. Okay, well, the big red button is the eject button, but that's not going to come in handy until, like, the end of the series. And, yeah. So, I mean, you guys already saw him. You guys saw... Okay, actually, I want to say something real quick. I will admit I messed up. Because in the episode, I called him, Steve. No, I called him, Kevin, but in the game he's actually called Steve, so I kind of messed up on that. Oh well. And then yeah, so these are all the Plants vs Zombies plushies that I've recently either updated or fixed. So actually, a little quick fun fact about the Z-Mech: he wasn't supposed to be a plush. He was supposed to be made out of foam, not like that kind of foam, but like this kind of foam where it's all like soft and rubbery. But honestly, looking back at it, I don't think I was gonna be able to, because one, I actually did want it to be a little. Oh my gosh, jeez, I wanted it to be a little hard, or like hollow. But like honestly, because Adrian does get rough with the plushies sometimes, because like I will admit, off camera we do mess around with them. Which, okay, speaking of which, that's why I didn't do it, because I was afraid it was going to wear out. Because this kind of foam can rip very easily, so it's a good thing I did use this. So, yeah, this just comes off, like, right there. It nipped right there. Hang on. It nipped. Alright. But anyways, the reason why, because, okay, we're so rough with the plushies that Chomper, his thing's ripped, because Adrian pulled on him, because I was telling him, don't keep pulling on him, because then you're going to rip him. So, yeah, that's that. Oh, wait, they went over here. No, though. But, yeah, so he ripped them, so I have to repair him. This is where the whole gang just sits. Yeah. Probably don't care about that, but who cares? So, yeah, this is all the Plants vs. Zombies updates I have. Thank you so much for the people who tuned in to the episode. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's a fun watch. It's just because if you're bored, it's just a good thing to pass the time by. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Stay safe out there. God bless you. Make right decisions. Just be a good person. All right, that is all, and good day.